Now members, we are going to handle composite functions. The question is, what is a composite function? Now, a composite function is a combination of two or more functions. If you combine them together, then what you call is a composite. We are going to see how to deal with them. So, some examples are here. Let us go through the definition first. Now, a composite function is a combination of two or more functions, full stop. A composite function of f of x and g of x can be written as this or this. Either write it as f of g or g of x depending on the composite you are finding. If you are starting with f, you get this. If you are starting with g, you can get this. Note, f squared x is the same as a composite, then being a combination of itself is this. And in most cases, f of g of x is not equal to g f of x if these two are not commutative. Okay, let us see some examples. If f of x is this and g of x is that, find the composite of f g of x. So in our solution, they want us to get this. What you do, they want us to get f g of x. Now, you look at the function that is starting. You see here they are starting with f. It means that they are substituting the f. They are substituting g in f. This means that g is being substituted in f where it is x. Now, you start with the function with f is here, you start with f. So my f of x, you see it's 2x plus 3. But it's that they are substituting g of x in this. So it means that now my g of x, now I'm substituting it in f. It's going to be, so where there is x, I'm putting this. I'm going to be adding 2 now in the brackets, g of x now plus 3. This means they are substituting g in f. So that's what I'm doing. Where there is x, I'm putting the whole of this. That's why there is x, I'm putting this. Now, after this, you put the value of the function, which is there. So now my f g of x will be now 2 into what g of x is there, 3x plus 3 from here. Then after we simplify, this time this is 8, 2 times 3x is 6x, then plus 3. And you see now, 8 plus 3, get 11, then minus 6x. That will be now our fg of x. Then fg of 1 is substituted there. Number 2. fg of 1. Now where there is x in this function, we are putting a 1. So start where there is x, they are putting 1. So I have 11 minus 6 into 1, which would be a 5. Simplify, 11 minus a 6. Okay, now if I come to g f of x, this means they are substituting f in d. Now d is down into starting, so they are substituting f in d. Now I start with my function, which is here. D of x, it is 4 minus 3x. It means that now my d f of x, it means that where there is x, they are substituting the whole of this. It will be now 4 minus 3 into f of x. So they are, where there is x, they are substituting in f. So now my d f of x will be 4 minus 3 into my function of f. Now my f is here as 2x plus 3. This will be 4. This times this, negative 6x minus 3 times 3, get minus 9. And you see 4 minus 9, get negative 5, then minus 6x, and that will be your df of x. Okay, as simple as that. Now when I come to this, they're giving me h and b equal to this, and my this find hb of x. So in my solution, this shows that they are substituting g in h. They are substituting g in h. So I start with my h, this one here. My h of x is 4 over 5x plus 3. Now, it means that hg of x, this means I'm substituting g. Now, in the place of x, I'm substituting this. over 5 now into d of x plus 3. This will be now 4 over 5 into my d of x is here, then plus 3. So where there is this, I put it because it's there from the question. If we expand, we have 4 over, this will be 5x. This and this is negative 10 plus 3. And this will be 4 over 5x minus 7. So this becomes our hd of x. Really is. When I come to Roman numeral 2, this was Roman numeral 1. Roman numeral 2. Now for it, they are telling me they want d h of x. This means they are substituting h in d. Now it means we start with d because h is substituted in d. So our d from here, our d is x minus 2. Then d h of x, it will be, where it is x, I put h of x, is h of x minus 2, which will be, now my h of x is 4 over plus 3 minus 2. So now here we just simplify. How do I simplify? I'm going to cross multiply this side and then this side, then down. This will be giving me a 4 minus 2 into plus 3. If I get this times this, then over this times this, which will be 5x plus 3. And this will give me 4. This times this, I get 10x. Negative times a negative, I get negative 6. The whole over 5x plus 3. So 4 minus 6, I get negative 2. Then minus 10x, the whole over 5x plus 3. Meaning that now my dh of x is negative 2 minus 10x, the whole over 5x plus 3. It is. So that's how we get there. Really is. There is no any. These are very easy. Imagine this is taking 3 marks. This. Okay, let us now see how they can give us these questions when they want us to get more of them. If f of x is this and d of x is this, find the values of x if fd of x is equal to this. Now they are giving us what this composite is equal to. What we do, we first get this composite first, then we equate to this. So in my solution, I first get now this, what is it, f of d of x. Now so they are substituting d in f, so we get f first. So now our f of x is x squared plus 4. Now my fd of x is going to be, now I'm substituting this where it is x. The whole of this appearing now, d of x, the whole squared plus 4. Now, this time, the whole of this function, I'm going to square it because x is square d. That's why where there is this, I'm putting, but I remember, I'm putting it in the place of x. After I square it, but I added a 4 after. So now we put our function, d of x is then squared, then plus 4. I think remember how we expand this. This will say, we square the first term, get 4x squared, then this and this, then by 2, minus 4x. When you square the last term, we get 1. So that's how we expand. Then we add 4. So see, this will give us 4x squared, minus 4x, now plus 1 plus 4, which would be 5. If this is a hand for you, you come and say, 2x minus 1 squared is equal to 2x. Then you expand that using the first bracket multiplies the second bracket. Anyway, this is our fd of x. Now they are telling us that this is our fd of x, but they are telling us that fd of x is equal to 3x squared plus x minus 1. So find the value of x. It means that now we equate this to what they are giving us. Remember, the whole of this is equal to this. So 4x squared is giving me 3x squared plus x minus 1. So now bring everything this side where we have the highest power. So 4x squared minus now 4x. I'm going to bring this side, subtract x, then plus this 5. When I bring this side, it becomes plus 1, equaling to 0. Okay, so now 4x squared minus x, 3x, you get minus 4x squared minus 3x squared, you get x squared. 4x minus x, we get minus 5x. 5 plus 1, we get plus 6, equaling to 0. Now we solve this equation. How do we solve it? You just either use eliminate, either use factorization method, solve it, or bulldozer, or use incorporating sprayer, or graphical. It's up to you. But the easiest is going to be factorize it out. This will be x squared minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 equaling to 0. Okay, so it's that I factorize. When I simplify this, I go back to this. So it's that here x is common, x into x minus 2, then minus 3 is common here, so x. And I start to get back a positive, it means that if I move a negative, I should be a negative. So that when I multiply, I get a positive back. So that this and this are common, equal to 0. So either this is 0 or this is 0. So the either x minus 3 is 0 is 0. So that your x will be at 2, b at b. So those are the values. So find the values of x if this is this. These are the values of x. So that's how we handle members, composite functions. I wish you well.